Hello there, my name's Phil Carrick from EliteBusinessTV.com, and today I have a very special low-calorie treat for you. I'm pleased to welcome today's Elite Business interview author, broadcaster and creator of SOUPERweigh, Gillian Killen. Gillian, welcome to Elite Business TV and thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you, Phil. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, Gillian. Thanks very much. And Gillian, I know you're involved with the weight loss industry. So can I ask you that there really is a multitude of weight loss programs out there. I mean, how confused do you think people are with all of the products out there in the marketplace at the moment?
You're absolutely right, Phil. The marketplace is completely swamped with slimming products, slimming programs, all promising you rapid and fast weight loss. Some people are looking to food supplements, tablets, shakes, chemical bars as meal replacements. There's so many slimming programs and so many slimming clubs and groups out there. People who come to me just at the end, they just don't know where to turn to. And the one thing is that to go down the route of the replacement meals, it's so expensive. And then when you go back to normal eating again, people, the feedback I have is that people put on more weight than they lost in the first place.
Well, Gillian, you know, I would be a prime example of that because, you know, I've tried a few meal replacement programs in the past, and that's exactly what happened to me. So could you tell me, I mean, how different is the SOUPERweigh system from anything else on the market at the moment?
Well, SOUPERweigh is a three-step system that has three principles. We're working on the mind, body and food. It's a simple three-step system that you can lose up to 14 pounds in 6 weeks or less. And basically, the mind element of things, you have in the program a daily guided meditation which you listen to, which is about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum each day, and that's a meditation that basically helps to reprogram your brain around the food issues that you have. The body element of things is, as with any weight loss system, exercise is key. So the body requirements that we have is that you walk 15,000 steps a day. Then on the food element of it, we're basically looking at limiting your carbohydrate in the form of potatoes, bread, rice, pasta to only 60 grams a day. Or I really advocate that you don't have them if you can possibly live without them. We're looking at no processed food, no carry-out food. Looking at taking 8 to 10 glasses of water a day to keep you hydrated, and that helps to keep your hunger at bay. And as I said, then looking at the 15,000 steps. So that's really the basis of the program. The unique element of it is that we have a unique technique that allows each person who participates on the program to ascertain what food is compatible to their body. And that's where so many other products fail, in that it's a one-size-fits-all. With our program, you basically find out what foods are compatible with your body, and that forms the basis of your meal plans for the day and the week. The other thing we would suggest is that you have homemade soup for lunch every day, and because it's made by you, you can eat as much of it as you like, as long as there's no pulses or any kind of carbohydrate added to it, and you can eat as much of that as you like. I like to call it food that you prepare handmade with love for yourself.
That's great. I mean, that's great advice, Gillian. And we all know how important, you know, drinking plenty of water is a day, and obviously, and trying to reduce the amount of carbohydrates. And I would love to meet a system that can fit around my body. I mean, it feels as if it would have to be quite a big system at the moment, but I'm definitely going to have to chat to you about that because it's very important, as you say, to tailor a system around you because we're all unique, aren't we? So when when you were talking to us about that, straight away, Gillian, I picked up on the fact that you mentioned we have to walk or exercise 15,000 steps a day. I mean, straight away I thought, my goodness, can anybody do 15,000 steps a day? But I'm sure you're going to tell us how easy that is.
Well, you know, Phil, you're not alone. Whenever anybody hears that it's 15,000 steps, they instantly begin to panic. But if I tell you that the average person on a daily basis does 7,000 to 10,000 steps, well, you're only 5,000 steps away from slimness. You can get lots of apps and pedometers that will tell you how many steps you're doing just based on your daily activity. So we suggest that that's where you start. And then all you're looking to do basically is to bridge the gap. So maybe you only need to do an extra 5,000 steps a day. Well, that could be as simple as taking a 15-20 minute walk. You could take a step break each hour and do 5 minutes of just stepping up and down on a step. Sometimes I find myself at the curb if I'm trying to cross the road, step up and down on the curb. It doesn't have to be huge steps, just as long as you're taking steps towards a healthier you. And those little steps, I think if you think of each step as taking you closer to your weight loss goal, then you'd be very motivated to make sure you do those 15,000 steps a day.
Absolutely. My goodness, I didn't realize how easy it actually was, you know, your steps to weight loss success. Hey, so I'm going to make sure I take a step break after this interview, Gillian. So how successful really is the SOUPERweigh system in helping people to lose weight, but I think more importantly to maintain that weight loss?
Well, Phil, as I mentioned, you can lose up to 14 pounds in 6 weeks or less. So depending on the size of the issue, you may need to lose significantly more than that. And obviously then that will take you longer than 6 weeks. But once you get to the goal weight that you set for yourself at the beginning, then you go into the maintenance phase. That's when you can, if you want to, introduce back into your diet some carbohydrate. But I would advocate that in most instances, one of the potatoes, bread, rice, pasta, you're probably not compatible with. In fact, I would go so far as to say if you crave potatoes or bread the most, then that's probably the most incompatible thing. Personally, bread and I are not good bedfellows, so I would advocate that you just eat a little bit more protein. But again, it's not a one-size-fits-all, so it's what's right for you in terms of that maintenance. So it's trial and error, really.
Yeah, I think potatoes would be my downfall as well, Gillian. So yeah, absolutely, we definitely want to have a chat. So Gillian, if viewers wanted to contact you, how could they do that?
Well, Phil, that's really very simple. You can just go onto the website, which is www.souperweigh.com, and all of the details are there of the various products that are on offer. And there's also a new Beach Ready Body book that will be going on there this week, which is designed to help you get into that bikini or those swimming trunks for summer. And that's a simple downloadable book which people can work through by themselves in the privacy of their own home. So everything's there at SOUPERweigh.com.
That's brilliant, Gillian. Thanks very much indeed. And Gillian, I just want to thank you, Gillian Killen, author, broadcaster and creator of SOUPERweigh. Thank you very much indeed for your time, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Phil, for having me.
Take care. Bye-bye.